All right. This is chapter 7, lesson 5. Now, what we have going on is I have this box. And we did a box like this before where we multiplied, like a Punnett square in science class, where you multiply 2x times 6x, and you put the answer here. We're going to do the same thing again for numbers 1 and 2. So let's start that. What is 2x times 6x? 12x squared. Go ahead and fill that in. What is, let me make it larger. Okay, we have 4 boxes to fill. 6x times negative 5. Okay, good. 2x times 7. Awesome. 7 times negative 5. Negative 35. Now, what is that little spinner pointer thing? That is us needing to add, because those are like terms. The negative 30 and the positive 14 are like terms. So what is negative 30 and 14? Negative 16x. So in standard form, I need to start off with my highest exponent, 12x squared. I can just do that adding in my head. That's what the arrows are for. You said it was negative 16x to the first power. That is correct. And then the negative 35 is the last part of my trinomial. Okay, so these two parentheses are going to be where I got my trinomial from. It's the top 2x minus 5. So put 2x minus 5 in one of the parentheses. The first one is fine. The order doesn't matter. And then the 6x plus 7 goes in the second parentheses. So this is what we already know. We've already learned how to FOIL and get a trinomial answer. So that's not hard. That's not difficult. So let's do number 2. It's the same method. 7x times 4x. 28x squared. You have to write small. 4x times negative 5. Negative 20x. Remember, guys, don't volunteer for every question. 7x times negative 3. You guys are on fire. Awesome. Negative 3 times negative 5. So these arrows are my like terms. That's going to be negative 41x. Negative 21 and negative 20. Negative 41x. So my first parentheses down here, I'll have it be my 7x minus 5. My second parentheses is 4x minus 3. And my trinomial answer is in the box. You start off with the second power, 28x squared. I combined my like terms and I got negative 41x. And then the 15 is the constant. That's a lone number at the end. Now let's work on this backwards. You tell me what two things make, so we're going to go to number 3. What two things make x squared? X and x, perfect. So those would go in those boxes. Now, let's do the upper right box. 6x. I already have an x. So what? The 6 would go here. You're right. And I can check it by doing this. 6 times x. There it is. Let's go to the lower left box. X times 2. 2x. Yes, that is how I make it. And then the last one is already done for us. 6 times 2 is 12. So my two parentheses were x plus 6 and x plus 2. The trinomial answer, this makes an 8x. So my trinomial answer, start off with your standard form, x squared plus 8x plus 12. Okay. Again, obviously x squared is made up of x and x. Okay, so Luis and Gio, can you take a break from helping? Go on mute. Mute yourselves for just a little bit. Negative 4x is created from what? An x and negative 4, yep. The x, wait till I ask. 5x is made up of what? Maya? Didn't you just say it? I can't tell. Okay. 5. Thank you. Combine my like terms. What is a 5x and a negative 4x? Just 1x. I'm just going to put an x. Nobody puts a 1. It's a waste. So my two parentheses are x minus 4 and x plus 5. And my trinomial is what? Say it out loud. X squared plus just an x minus 20. Good. Now I'm going to give you a trinomial, and let's remember the pattern. This is just like foolish factoring, the worksheet. I want to multiply to make 20, but add up to negative 9. Okay, what makes 20? So on the side of my paper, I need to think of the things that multiply to make 20, but add up to 9. So 20 comes from 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 5 times 4. Which one of these make 9? 5 and 4, but it's a negative 9. It has to be a negative 9. So I need this to be a negative 9x. So obviously x squared is here. Remember that? X squared goes there. The 20 goes here because that's the pattern we've been using. But I don't know about the signs. I need a negative 9 made. I've already decided on 5 and 4. Great. Negative 5, sure. Negative 5x. And what kind of 4? Positive 4, no. Negative 4. So, now that my box is filled out, I can make my two parentheses. X and x. Negative 5x came from x and what? Negative 5x came from x and what? Negative 5. Okay, Jasmine, you take a break. I need lots more helpers. Negative 4x came from x and what? Negative 4x came from x and what? This is good because some of you are being forced to volunteer. Thank you. Your answer, I want the two parentheses, x minus 5 and x minus 4. That is the answer that I'm looking for every factoring problem. Two parentheses is what I'm wanting. Here's 20 again, number 6, except I wanted to add to 12. So let's go back and look at my list for 20. Which of these would make 12 when I combine them? 2 and 10. So I know that it's going to be 2x and 10x. I just don't know the signs. So x squared always comes in the upper left box. My constant, which is my number at the end alone, 20, goes in the lower right corner. All right, parentheses. X squared comes from x and x. Is it a positive 10 and a positive 2? Did we decide on that? Okay, so this is 12 in the middle, 12x in the middle. Okay, x and what make 2x? What should I put in this box where my pencil is? Just a 2, you're right. And then this box, x and something make 10x. Just a 10. And it's all positives. It's good. My two parentheses are x plus 2, x plus 10. Oh, sorry, you can't see it. Let's go to number 7. 27. Multiplies to make 27. Adds up to 12.
3 and 9.
3 and 9? It is. So, 27 goes in the lower right corner because that's my constant. You guys decided that it was 3x and 9x. You are right. And then the x squared makes x and x. Okay, I need to figure out what my two parentheses are. Obviously, x squared comes from x and x. X times, and somebody just said it, 3 is right. Now this 9x is made from x and 9. That leaves me with x plus 3, x plus 9. I need now number 8. Multiplies to make 30, adds up to 13. 35 and 6, 10 and 3, 10 and 3. 10x and 3x. If you need to, on the side of your paper, you can do 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 10 times 3, 6 times 5. If you need to list out all of the numbers, do it. It's helpful. X squared is always on my upper left. The constant is always on the lower right. Okay, so x and x. The 10x came from x and 10. The 3x came from x and 3. So, x plus 10, x plus 3. Backside. All right. Now I'm starting to throw in negatives, positives. We have to watch our signs. 18 could be 9 times 2 or 6 times 3 or 1 times 18. But I need to add up to negative 11. So, negative 11. What should I pick that's going to add up to a negative 11? So smart. And do I want negative 9 plus 2, 9 plus negative 2, negative 9 plus negative 2? How am I going to get a negative 11?
Negative 9 plus negative 2.
Good, and you're still on mute because other people. But you're so right. Negative 9m, negative 2m. I didn't use x. We're using m. No problem. M squared is going to go on the upper left. 18 goes on the lower right. Okay. The parentheses come from me figuring out m and obviously negative 9, right? Negative 9. Negative 2m is made from an m and negative 2. My two parentheses are made up from these outside boxes. M take away 9, m take away 2. Ooh, 14. 25. Well, it's either 5 times 5 or 1 times 25. But I need them to add up to make negative 26. Negative 1. Let's do, I guess, B. And negative 25b, yeah. The b squared came upper left corner. The 25 is the lower right corner. All right. B squared's B. B is from so negative 1 and what? What goes in this box? Someone new, please. Negative 1. Negative 25b is B and? Yep, negative 25. My two parentheses are as follows. B minus 1, B minus 25. I want you guys to try 16 by yourself. 16 by yourself. What do you have? 16. Can I move on? Yeah, please, go ahead. All right, help me out here. What did you choose for your pair of numbers for 24? 7 doesn't go into 24. 6 and 4. What was the signage, though, to make a negative 2? Good job. Negative 24 is right here. A squared is right here. And what are my two parentheses? A minus 6. I heard you guys. A plus 4. Good. 17. 10. Well, it's either 1 times 10 or 5 times 2. 5h and 2h. I want them to make a -7 though. Luis. How about Alberto, Arleth, Lainey, Seth? You guys are super quiet. What should my signage be to make -7? Yes. H squared, +10. H -5. H -2. All right. I want to discuss with you this homework. I don't have boxes drawn. So we need to figure out, because our homework is 1 through 12, we need to figure out what method we're going to use when there's no boxes. You're welcome to draw boxes every single problem. That's fine. It will take you a long time, but you can do that if you want to. Here's how this works. I want as an answer 2 parentheses. So I'm going to put those blank empty parentheses. I need to multiply to -30 and add to 7. So on the side of my paper, I need to figure out what multiplies. This is like foolish factoring now. What multiplies to make -30? 1 times 30. 5 times 6. 10 and 3. Which one of these is going to make a 7? 10 and 3. How is it going to be a +7 though? Because should it be -10 plus 3 or 10 plus -3? I want a +7. Which one? 10 plus -3. The 10 is positive. Oh, put your n's where they go. You know how they go in the front of the parentheses? N. So I know that it's going to be a +10. So put a plus sign in front of 10. And a -3. Every answer must be 2 parentheses answers. This is what I want for every problem. I'll set up 2. Obviously, b squared is going to be b. So make your empty parentheses with the b and b. I need to multiply to make 9, add to -10. Okay. Is it 3 times 3 or 1 times 9? 1 and 9. Okay, so put 1 and 9. I just don't know the signs. Positive for both, but how am I going to get a -10? Both negative. Both negative? Question mark? Yes. -1 plus -9 equals -10. Very good.